Hey.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening, good night, good morning. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches a todos ustedes. Hello. As you already know, moi,
Yes, I am.
Ellie, woo! We are here again. But first, before we start off any conversation, we want to give thanks to the one up there for providing this space for us and for us to be able to depart a great conversation tonight. So we just want to thank you. Thank you. And for those of you that are going to join us or join us later, and you have small business or you are thinking of join the forces of women in business, I want you to go back to either your living room. I want you to sit and relax, grab a pen and piece of paper because we will be departing some great information here tonight. It's going to be a learning moment for all of us, including me, in terms of digital marketing, right? But as you already know, we're here on Sundays and Thursdays at 9 o'clock. And as you all know too, you already know about the digital magazine, HCB, Hablandoconbelili Digital Magazine. So our program today is sponsored by our digital magazine. But I won't take too much to talk because I know we do have a special guest tonight that's going to be talking to us. She's the queen of Shopify. So, with that said, let me introduce her. Here's my queen of Shopify, Anika. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for having me. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm so happy and grateful for you to be here with me tonight.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to come and speak to your audience about e-commerce, digital marketing, and being a Shopify queen.
Absolutely. You look amazing.
Thank you. Purple is my favorite color.
Absolutely. So for you guys that are behind the scenes and watching us, I know we have people right now that they can't wait for this conversation. Just share our platform, give us a like, and also follow Anika for further references you may need later on. Follow her platform. So we about to begin. As we know, especially after the pandemic, or we still, in the pandemic. However, as of now 20 between 2022 2023, the main core of the business now is online. Everything is digital. The world has taken over. Everything is digital. So I would love to ask you, why do you say digital marketing?
Digital marketing is basically online marketing place for you to be able to reach a larger audience. And digital marketing is so important, especially since the pandemic. A lot of brick and mortar went out of business. And they went out of business because they didn't have an online presence. They didn't have any digital marketing plan in place to be able to reach a larger audience instead of just their local surroundings.
Wow, amazing. So you as a businesswoman, as I know, and you guys
Women
know,
of
yes,
business.
yes. How exciting has been for you this past 2 or 3 years, knowing or getting to know all these digital aspects of the business?
That's a great question. When I started my business 3 years ago, I was excited, but of course, you're going to go through the ups and downs of business. And when I started, I didn't know everything, right? I have to be honest. I didn't know everything about digital marketing. I didn't know how to really position myself. It's something that I had to learn, grow into. I had to get a mentor to help me and coach me through the process. And digital marketing is so important because you got to show up online and you have to show up consistently. If there are days and times you're going to get tired of showing up online and being on Instagram and Facebook and all these different social media places, absolutely is going to get tiring, but it's necessary for you to be able to grow your business. Show up on camera, show up even this platform that we're using right now tonight with HBC. HBC is a digital marketing platform.
Absolutely. So, Anika, The question is now, right? Why digital marketing is growing compared
Mhm.
to the offline marketing?
I'll say this because mainly because of the pandemic, you had seen a shift where people are forced to be home. And when they're home, they were shopping online. We had nothing else to really do but to shop online, right?
Yeah,
So that the pandemic did give us a shift in that space with digital marketing. And I think now a lot of people are realizing, hey, if I don't have a digital marketing present online, my business may not be around much longer. And we never know when the pandemic may happen again, right? We never know.
absolutely. So, with that said, we want to, encourage, especially there's a lot of people out there, oh, they don't want to get a smartphone. They don't want to get a computer or a laptop, a digital device to use. They still doing, about like back in the days, you go to the bodega, you purchase everything there, you come back home. But now things have changed, including the money. We barely use dollars. Everything that we're using now is digital wallet.
Debit card or credit cards, or you have your wallet virtual cards.
Right, right, right. So for those of you that want to increase your sales, increase, the outlook of your business is highly important to, hey, get the memo, implement it, work on it little by little. I know it's not easy because, to be honest with you, even with this platform, we change up every minute. As we started earlier, we was going through a lot of stuff, right? Just for us to get a good screen. So, but as you go by, you continue pushing, you continue, showing up, eventually you're gonna end up getting the memo. So let's go into your forte. I know you, the queen of Shopify, you know it from left to right. So explain to the audience what is a Shopify, because probably a lot of people are asking themselves, what are they talking about? What is a Shopify? So I'm gonna give you the space for you to go into the Shopify system.
Yes, that's a great question. So Shopify is an e-commerce platform, and there's many other platform out there that you're able to position your business on. The reason why I decided to position my business on Shopify is because of the ability that you have to scale. Okay, if you're an individual, say, "Hey, I want to sell digital products," you could do that on Shopify. If you're an individual that says, "Hey, I want to sell physical products," right, you can able to do that on Shopify. If you're an individual that says, "You know what, I want to do courses, workshops," you're able to do that on Shopify. So it's basically a platform you're able to position your products to the marketplace and be able to get a sale.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So meaning Shopify, if someone doesn't have, let's say, a landing page or a website, right?
Mhm.
So they could just then call you or follow your platform and see if they could contact you and talk about it and probably start off a business. So how important for a business to have either a landing page or a web page?
It's really important because people want to be able to find you. In order to find you, you need a landing page or you need your website. And just so you guys know, inside of Shopify, you're able to create a landing page too. So if you're an individual that wants to use a landing page for a particular product or service, you're able to do that too. So you can have like the best of both worlds. I know some people they really get inside and start using like ClickFunnels instead of just having a website will be considered a landing page, but you're able to do both on Shopify. And it's important because people want to know where you are, how can they find you and get information about your business and be able to add to cart? How can you exchange your money, right? Through the platform. You want to be able to take Visa, MasterCard, all those different payments. You don't want to miss out on any money. And you don't want to keep telling people, hey, cash at me. Let me inbox you my price, right? You're not going to be able to scale your business and go too far with that position, right? Can you start out with such a business without a website or a landing page and just say, hey, let me post a product and then have people cash app you? Yes, I know there's some people doing that, but you also have to think about your business long term. Is that what you want to do forever? No, absolutely not. You want to be able to track and get the data and have the person information within your system to able to follow back up with those individuals. So it's so important to have a website on landing pages, and your website don't have to have 50 or 30 different products when you start. It could just be one or two products just for a place where people come and find you, at least check out and do an add to cart process.
Wow. So if I was someone, right, okay, she's giving out all this information, but I do have a business, but I don't know where to start. Right. what would I do if I was in that position that I don't know how to maneuver a digital device? You know,
The
where
first
should
thing
I?
I'll say is this, and it's a great question because a lot of people don't know where to start, right? And they think that getting online, starting an e-commerce business could be a lot, could cost a lot of money, and it necessarily don't have to be. First thing I'll say is research to see what platform do you want to be on. There's so many platforms out there, right? Shopify is not the only platform, and just because it's a platform of choice for me, may not necessarily be a platform of choice for you. So do your research. Take a look and say, okay, what is the pros and cons of each one of these platforms, right? Is this platform is going to be able to scale with my business and do the things that I want to do? Once you've done your research and make that decision, that you want to say, hey, let me start gathering the different things that I need to put on this website. You're going to need your pictures, of course, your product description. You're going to need to do your pricing, your logos, your banners, all these different things you're going to need to have in place to be able to start building your website. One of the things that I love about Shopify is that the fact that number one, they do offer you a trial period. So you're able right now, they had a $1 trial going on for 3 months. And I have a YouTube channel called Shopify Made Easy, and I have a video that shows you literally how to start on Shopify for that $1 trial. So you're able to do that. Once you open up the store, it doesn't take a lot to be able to build a Shopify store. You could do it yourself. We do have some DIY ebooks that we created that would take you step by step on how to build your Shopify store. Or we have a self-paced course that may be in your budget for you to build out your Shopify store. Literally take you step one, step two, step three. And if you're an individual, say, you know what, Anika, I don't have time to do that. I have the necessary funds. Then you can just reach out to me and then we will build your Shopify store. But it's not that hard to do it. And I would say this, if I could do it, you could do it. You just got to take the steps and you got to pay attention. I do have a free Shopify checklist. If you guys need that, I could send it over to you. Just reach out to me and for the ecom builder. I send you that checklist and it literally give you some of the steps that we talked about tonight on building your Shopify store.
Right. So, and you house
I know I
Shopify.
said a whole lot in that sentence, right?
Yes, exactly. And you house Shopify, right? Because I know people are okay, I'm interested in that, but I don't know what to do. And you do that type of business. You house them, you keep them, and you could just do the whole thing for them. So, with that said, where can we find you? I know you all over the place. So let's give out the platform where people can, contact you, or let's give them the whole platform where
Yeah,
you
you
at.
can definitely find me on Instagram at our business name, theecombuilder.com. You can find us on Facebook at theecombuilder.com. And then you can find us on our website, www.theecombuilder.com. And then my email phone number is on this. You could always reach out to us. So on social media platform, theecombuilder.com. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. If you're watching this, just send me an email, send me a message. Hey, Anika, I saw you on HBC Live and I enjoyed the conversation, or maybe something that we said tonight that gave you that push to go ahead and start your digital business.
And also, you are in Clubhouse. That's another
Oh,
funnel.
yeah. We love the good old
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
yes, yes. So, I advise you guys, friends and family, if you not on those platforms, try to get in, especially Clubhouse. I love Clubhouse because there's so much information at the Clubhouse, and I could literally sit here all day just listening to information that is going to serve me. So I encourage you guys, get into one of those meetings that Anika has, because she has a lot of influence. She has a lot of people at time talking and giving out information. So hey, we call you up to get on that platform. So I would love you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to do, because she's here for only half an hour. She about to leave soon. So I encourage you, make your questions right now, or any information that you desire to have, feel free to do it. So we're going to move on. So we know it's Black History Month. Just literally
Yes,
started, right?
February 2nd.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So, how important is, as of now, in general, for Black people really be serious about a business and do the right
Very
thing
serious.
around it so it will flourish?
Yeah, very serious. Because one of the things when I started my business 3 years ago, I didn't realize the impact that I'll be able to make, not just for myself, the community, my family, people around me. Once you purchase that domain that you purchase on GoDaddy for that 99 cents or the 2.99, even 14.99, that domain is literally digital real estate that you could take to build wealth, right? That domain, once you start using it, it's going to grow to a point where you can resell it for 200,000, 100,000, 50,000. At some point to start figuring different ways how we could build wealth for our family. And now it's time to do that. We have all the opportunity here at our fingertips, and we just have to see them. E-commerce, digital market is making us so much easier to be able to reach people around the world. Around the world, I could be here in my location and be able to meet
Mhm.
thousands of people. We have shipped products around the world, right? Around the world, different people that come and order. Our website is set up in a space where we're able to take international clients and be able to ship their products out. So now's the time to use the resources that we have. There's just no more excuses of I don't know, right? If you say, "Hey, Anika, I'm not able to afford some of your service," well, guess what? Go ahead and use Google, use your library, go ahead and use YouTube. There's so much things, so much information out there that we can utilize to be able to help our family go forward and break some of these generational curses. Just having a 9 to 5 is just not enough. Inflation is
Mhm.
going up. I see people crying about the prices of eggs, but I'm saying don't cry about the prices. Just go ahead and put some more work in and create another form of income for your family that's not going to require you to be out, working another 10 or 20 hours at somebody else's business when you could be also building your business at the same time.
Yeah, and how important it is for, especially for new beginners, like small business that started probably like last year or the year before, that they still, struggling, they still scrambling pennies from here. How important it is for those people out there to stay, firm and believe on what they're doing, that eventually is going to take off.
Yeah, absolutely. I know sometimes it do get hard. I have good days and I have bad days. But one of the things I say you have to prepare yourself is to be mentally tough. Okay. In order to be mentally tough, you have to do a lot of self development. I know some of you guys are probably like, I'm tired of hearing about self development. But guess what? The days that you need to stay in business, days that you want to cry, you're gonna need self development. And some of the people that I really listen to, John Maxwell, he talks about
Yeah,
leadership. I love listening to him. I love listening to Eric Thompson when I want that motivation to keep me going and get me pumped up. But self development has to be a part of your business plan. And if it's not, you're going to make a sad mistake because the day that you want to quit, your family may not believe in you, they may not support you,
mhm,
right? You have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. And the way to be your biggest cheerleader is by self developing yourself. So your mindset, you're mentally tough to be able to handle the different things that are come your way. What is going to happen when you get these chargebacks? You made 10,000 today, but guess what? 5,000 out the door. Are you going to fumble? Are you going to cry? Are you going to, stay down for 2 or 3 months? Are you going to get up? Maybe you stay down for 1 or 2 days. That's fine, right? But it shouldn't be that long.
absolutely. And like you were saying, that it's important for us overall that we're in this business, for us to stay. And not only that, you have in this modern of life that we're doing, everything that you do, you got to be intentional about it. And your business is a core, something that you believe in, something that you develop, that came, it didn't came out of nowhere for you to go and develop something. So if you're in that predicament right now, that you have a business that is not thriving, that is not making money, hey, just be patient. Just be patient, because you just never know when the door is going to open up for you. There's days, that I don't sell any. There's weeks, sometimes months, that I don't sell a T-shirt, or I don't sell any Johnny cakes. But I'm consistent. I'm consistent, that if someone calls me, I want to have a dozen bread. You know what? I tell them, listen, not a problem. I will make your bread and I will ship it for you, because you got to be consistent. Because sometimes, it's easier to get discouraged than keep on pushing, especially right now with the, well, we could call it recession. Money is really tight, but we just gotta stay grinding. And
Yeah.
another thing we wanna, I wanna emphasize, having different stream of income. What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
I love when you say stay consistent, and I want to elaborate a little bit more. I want to challenge you guys to stay consistent, but in income producing activities.
Mhm.
I've been in business for 3 years, an entrepreneur, and I realized we could get so distracted. We could be doing the things within our business that we think, quote unquote, are going to produce income, but it's really not. So I want to challenge you guys to stay consistent, but in income producing activity, not with the things that doesn't matter at the moment. So I just want to make sure we iterate that, because some people say, "Hey, I'm consistent. I'm doing this. I'm doing that, but I'm not seeing money." And when I really ask you, what is your schedule? What is your day to day like? What are you doing for your business? And once they break it down, I'm like, okay, I could see the loophole why you're not making money. Yes, you're busy doing the back end stuff for your business, you're doing the administrative stuff of your business, but what about the marketing piece for your business? How are you showing up for your clients? What are you putting out there in social media to be able to gain those clients? So we got to be very mindful of being consistent, but consistent in what? You have to be consistent in your income producing activity in business. And I know you said part two was you need to have multiple source of income in your business, right? I absolutely agree with that. One of the way we scale our business to six figures in a pandemic in under 8 months is because we actually added on more products. And I try to tell people this: one of the myths out there I always hear is like, oh, you should have multiple businesses, multiple streams, right? Yes, but how do you do it? There has to be a
Mhm.
strategy behind it. And one of the strategy that I use that I'm going to share with you guys is figure out how you could take that one product and multiply that one product into 7 or 8 different streams of income. That way you're not stressing yourself out. You literally, for example, you could have an ebook. Inside your ebook, you're going to have the products that you're selling. So guess what? They're going to download the ebook, they're going to read the ebook, and it's going to say, hey, if you like this product, go ahead and click the link and buy this product. That's two sources of income within one. Then it could take that same ebook, turn it into a course. Now that's 3 ways to make money. Okay. You take that course. Now you can say, hey, you know what? You took my course. Do you want a consultation for one-on-one? Let me start training you one-on-one. That's another source of income. You know what? We did one-on-one. Now, let me teach you how to create your own source of income within your business. Now, you just create another source of income. I mean, I could go on and on and on about how many different ways you could take one product and create multiple source of income for your business. But I'm going to keep it short because we only got 20, we only got 30 minutes for this session. But I just want you guys to know that when you hear that phrase, 7 streams of income or multiple source of income, try to do that within your business. Try to figure out how you could do that strategically and not start in 7 or 6 or 5 different business and none of them are making money. To me, that just does not make sense. Master one business before you move on to another business. And I know sometimes as entrepreneurs, we get, I want to do what the next person do. I want to do what the next person. No, stay focused on what you're doing. Stay consistent in your business and what you're doing. And I promise you, you will see the fruits of your labor. But you have to plant the correct seeds, water the seeds by doing the work, and then it will grow.
Where can we find you again?
Find me on all social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, theecombuilder.com. Definitely follow me, leave a comment. I appreciate that. And you can go to our website, www.theecombuilder.com, and I'll see you guys at the top.
Well, friends and family, these are one of the reasons that I'm still out here. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's the reason that I'm still out here, buzzing here, because there's a plenty information out there that we don't know about, and I'm just thankful for you to be here to spend at least half an hour with us because we do need this type of information right
Yeah,
now.
a lot of people want to gatekeep the information.
Exactly. Right now, we have Wadani Garifno store from Houston, Texas. I know she's listening right now. This woman started her business literally 3 years ago, and she's still going through the phase of a new business owner. But I know, Myrna, right now, listen up, write up any information that you want because, what we're doing tonight is for you guys. It's for you to be empowered and find a way how to grow your business. And listen up, social exposure, it is the main core of business moving around right now. Right now, TVs, people are not really watching TV. Everything
Oh,
is
yeah.
digital. People are going into this platform. People are just looking around for anything digital to say, you know what, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. For those of you that doesn't believe, exposing your business on social media, you better get on the game, because the way the way of the business right now, it is social media more than anything else.
Absolutely. And one of the thing I'll say about Shopify and what I love what they're doing is that they understand that digital market is the way to win. And to the point where they started adding on all these social media platforms. So I could be on Shopify and I could sell from multiple places at the same time, right? For example, I'm on Shopify. I could connect my Shopify store to Instagram. I could connect it to Facebook. I could connect it to TikTok. I could connect my Shopify store to YouTube. I could connect my Shopify store to Google. I could connect I could go on and on. I could connect my Shopify store to eBay. I could connect it to
Hmm.
Walmart online. I could connect it to Amazon online. That's how you understand how digital marketing works. One platform, one place, the same products, but offering on multiple places. So you're able to increase your revenue.
Wow. So, Anika, talk to us about setting goals.
Goal setting, so
Yeah.
important. And your goal setting may shift around. So when I started my business, some of my goals were mainly, how much money do I want to make in a month, right? And then I had to understand, okay, if I want to make $10,000 in a month, I need to break that down for me to be able to absorb and understand it. Some people may say $10,000, that's a lot. I don't know if I could do that. But once you break down your goal into from monthly to weekly, and then to daily, it's going to seem more achievable, right? That's literally like $333 a day. Then you got to say, you know what? How many clients do I need to help? How many people do I need to serve to be able to make that goal, accomplish that goal, right? So you have to break down your goals into small, small, small spaces so you're able to understand that. Maybe it's one client a day you need, maybe it's two clients, maybe it's three clients, or maybe you need to sell four products, maybe you need to sell five products. But I think once you break it down, for me personally, I was able to absorb and say, you know what? I can't go to sleep yet because I said I made a commitment to get five clients today. I didn't get five clients. What am I going to do? And if that doesn't happen, I'm not going to beat myself up too much. But guess what? Now I know the next day I got to get 10. Instead of waiting till the end of the month or the last 2 weeks of the month and procrastinate, because you know what? The goal is 10 and you didn't break it down daily, you're going to try to accomplish it the last 2 weeks. So, to avoid procrastination, which some of us do, you
Hmm.
want to break down your goals into daily goals. And I call that the SMART goals.
Wow. And also, I just want to throw this in there, collaborations with different, business owners out there, different organizations, get into the habit collabing with other people. Yes, of course, you got to do your homework. You cannot just go collab with anybody, but it's really important to collab because one hand washes the other, you know.
Yeah, I agree with the collaboration part. I'll just say be careful. When I first started my business, I was mainly focused on serving and helping my client instead of collaboration. Now that I'm 3 years in, now I could say, hey, you know what? Let me shift my focus a little bit and do collaboration. I think you just have to be very mindful of collaboration, what that relationship like, because you could end up going down a rabbit hole and
Mhm.
collaborate with the wrong person, collaborate with the individual don't have the same direction and vision as you, and then it could cause a problem. And I think it's also important when you're collaborating to think, okay, what can I bring to the table? Collaboration mindset is I'm going to help you and I'm also going to bring something to the table. There are people that want to collaborate and just steal your energy.
Yeah.
There's people that want to collaborate and just take from you and not also pour into you. So I
Mhm.
would say if you're going to collaborate, just be very mindful of collaboration and what it looks like and how can I add to the collaboration table. I love when people come and say, hey, Anika, this is what I got going on. Can we come together and make this happen, not
Yes.
just say, hey, can you help me? So it's
Yes.
really important to understand how collaboration should work.
Exactly. And especially in our community, we come from different backgrounds that most of the time our business becomes our family, that if someone comes, they're short a dollar, you giving it, or if someone comes, they don't have the money, you pay me later. All of these aspects, we got to give it a little stop. We cannot continue, falling into the same pattern of daily, just because a family member or friends. you have to treat your business seriously, because that's why they call it business. Because at the end of the day, when you have to pay that kind of some bills, if you don't have that money, hello, So it is important for you to have clarity of your business. This is my business. This is how much I'm gonna make, regardless of the situation. If I have some leftovers, so you know what, I could put it on 50% off or 85% off, but at least I'm still getting $1 instead of giving it for free.
Absolutely, I agree. You do have to treat your business like a business and not a hobby. I
Hmm.
know a lot of times, some people say, "Hey, I'm just an entrepreneur. I'm just starting out," and I feel like they treat their business like a hobby. And if you don't take your business serious, no one will. If you don't take yourself serious, no one will.
Wow. And talking about being serious, right? Your logo, your website, your information, email. I know a lot of business owners, like you send them an email, they don't respond. You got to create a habit that when you wake up in the morning after you do your prayers or whatever you do in the morning, your email should be a source of part of your day.
I agree. It should definitely be in your daily schedule. Definitely check your email and your social media pages
Yes,
and the
yes,
messages in your social media. There could be a lot of money inside of your DMs right now in your business page. And they always say the follow up, the money's in the follow up. The
yes,
money is in the follow up, and we miss out on a lot of opportunities because we don't respond to a client. And most important, on your website, make sure you have a chat box. Make sure you have a way for people to be able to contact you
yes.
while they're on your page, and if they have questions for you. I can tell you how many clients I have closed inside of a chat box on my website because they had a question and I was available versus having to wait 2 or 3 days to hear from me and make a purchase. Will they come back? Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I don't want to take those chances.
Absolutely, absolutely. And before we end, I would love to talk a little bit about having, if you don't have the assets to invest on a mentor, it is important for you to pair up with someone that could give you guidance. What do you think? I, I,
Oh man, do you want to be honest?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
Okay, so I'll say this, having a mentor, just understand the difference between a mentor and a coach. I think a lot of
yes.
people don't understand that. And if you are looking for a mentor and somebody you may not be able to afford to pay, at least come to that individual and say, "Hey, this is what I can offer. I'm not that well in what you're doing, but I want you to teach me." At least come to the table with something so they don't feel like you just want to take from them, because I think that's so important. Now, there's a lot of corporations out there that do offer free mentor service. I think going to those organizations would definitely help you. I'm a part of an organization that do offer free mentor service. Actually, once a month, I coach an entrepreneur through their organization for free. So I'll just say that use your resources around you. And if you're going to look for a mentor, someone to help you in your business and coach you along, just make sure you have something to say, "Hey, can you help me do this? And I'll help you do X, Y, Z." And sometimes it could be like, "You know what? I'm gonna help you with maybe creating graphics," right? And they're gonna say,
Mhm.
"Yeah, I'll mentor you if you help me with graphics." It could be something an even exchange similar to that.
And we already know the tax season is on the air right now. And once you have that tax ID and you have a business, claim your business. Then there's a lot of people, they spending money, they doing all these things for their business, and they not claiming their business at the end of the year. I don't understand that little part, because if you already investing money in your business, it's already a business. So for you guys that are looking at me right now or listening to us, hey guys, there's, like Anika said earlier, there's money waiting for us someplace. Let's knock on those doors. Let's look for that. File your taxes. Find someone that does business taxes. And get it going. It's the law.
And there's grants out there too. Don't forget that. There's a lot of grants out there. I was just sharing a grant the other day. I think it ended on the 30th. They was giving away 2,500. The application process was really simple and easy. But I think we got to just take the initiative to find the resources. Instead of complaining, I always say, "Let me find a solution. How can I fix this? What can I do different to make this happen?" And I think a lot of people don't want to do the work. They just want you to give them the solution, and they don't want to find out on their own. And some things you're gonna have to be able to go ahead and do some research. Say, you know what? Let me take an hour to work on my business. Let me take an hour to do this. Let me see what I can find. There's days I go to bed at 3 or 4 in the morning, especially in
Mhm.
the beginning stage of my business. Even when I have my 9 to 5, right? I just go to sleep at 3 or 4 and I wake up at 6 or 7 and go into work and come back. That's just some of the sacrifices you have to make for success.
Wow. And talking about grant, you might be saying, "Oh, grant, yes, there's a lot of grants out there, and not all of us know how to write a grant because I'm one of them. I don't know how to write it, but there's lots of free informations out there too. You know that if you decide to go for something, you can find someone that is going to help you in those documentations, right?
Absolutely. There's different grant process out there, but I'm sure you could find someone to help you. And SBA is a nice place to be too, especially for small business owners. They help you with a lot of things and for free. There's a lot of organization out there that's providing help, but we got to do the research to figure out where's these organization at. And if you go to Google, that's your best friend. Just type it in: grants in my area, small business help in my area, and these solutions are gonna pop up for you.
Guys, like I told you earlier, like I said earlier too, especially you guys that have businesses, because I see a couple of sisters out here and they do have their business. Grab a pen. If you don't get this information right now, you could come back to the video later on, gather it, and do your work, because at the end of the day, we are looking for something out here. And I see people out here, opening business, closing business, opening business, and they are doing fine. So let's get on the rope that there's money out there for small businesses. Let's not just, consider for what we're doing that we're going to replace or we're going to, make it happen. Let's look for those grants and how important it is to for you to um, censor it up, right? And say, okay, this is the beginning of the month or the beginning of the year. This is X amount of money that I want to make, but also I have to rebound. I have to invest in my business because there's people don't want to invest in their business. And at the beginning of the stages, you have to invest. Sometimes you make the money and it leaves you again because you got to invest in things that you need. Correct?
Absolutely. I agree with you. And one of the things I always say to think about, is it fair for you not to want to invest in your business, not to want to pay for the things you need, but then you want customers to give you their hard-earned dollars?
Mhm.
Right. So you got to ask yourself that question. That's one thing I ask myself. Now, the way you invest in yourself, do you have to be strategic about it? Absolutely, because every dollar do count. This always encourage people to keep your 9 to 5 and build your business on the side. The money that you make in your 9 to 5 is gonna pay all your bills, so you don't have to be stressed out. The money that you make in your business, you could actually use that to invest back into your business. Pay yourself a little portion of that. Say, I work hard. Let me take myself out. Let me treat myself. But majority of that money in the beginning stages of your business could go back into the business to building it the way that you really want. But you can't be afraid to bet on yourself. You can't be afraid to invest in yourself. Just make sure that you're making the right investment at the right time and write it down and ask yourself, is this something that I need to do today? And if I do this today, if I spend this $1,000 or spend this $50, how can I multiply back this $500, this $1,000 to make two or three or $4,000? So that's one thing I was saying. If you're investing in a coach, because I know that's big heavy right now. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
oh, get a coach, get a coach. And some of these coaches are not that cheap. But ask yourself, but if I take this program with this coach or take this course, how is this gonna multiply my business? And that's one of the things I use to be able to make decision for my business. It's gonna help me. Can I multiply this money? Am I gonna be able to get a return on my investment, or something I don't need right now?
Guys, I don't know what to say anymore because our sister out here just broke it down to you. And I'm just talking to you guys like we were sitting, among each other talking because it is the reality of it, and the majority of us, this is new to us because I remember in the 90s, I used to dream having my own business, but in my head, only rich people were in my, in my neighborhood, only
Yeah.
rich people were having businesses. We didn't have all this information that we have today, that you no longer have to go to an office or find someone to teach you how to do a business. You could just go on YouTube. The service is out there. But I remember back in the days, if we had this information to then, as of now, oh my goodness, oh my God.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. It's so much easier now to start a business, especially little to none. With the experience that I have, I can start a business tomorrow with little to no dollars. Um, but back in the day, we had to start out by buying inventory. Think about it for a
yeah,
second. I used to spend 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 just buying inventory. So I can have those items on hand. Now I can start a drop shipping business tomorrow with no inventory, open up a website, build the website myself with my hours, just put in hours, build the website, add the vendor. I could find a free vendor, add the products for free. I don't have to pay for the products until I get an order from a customer. Once the customer ordered the product, then I'm going to pay the vendor their fee that they charge me, and they're going to ship the product out. The world is changing now. Business is changing. E-commerce is changing. Digital marketing is changing. And if you don't catch up, you're just going to be left behind. There's a lot of brick and mortar. They're
yeah.
out of business, and they will continue to go out of business. Look at these large corporations.
Yes,
They're
yes.
going out of business too.
Hmm, hmm,
These
hmm.
large corporations are going out of business because it's more expensive to have your overhead in your office. You gotta pay the light, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that, right? If you have a website, a landing page, you're just paying that $30 that the company may charge you, $29, and literally that could be it until you scale your way up, right?
Yep. So, before I let you go, because I know we're over your time, drop
Mhm.
shipping. I was fascinated when I went into one of your meetings the other day and you was talking about it because it was my first time hearing about drop shipping, and I even create some notes. So I know you don't want to go into the stream. Can you give us a little bit of feedback? What is the drop shipping?
Yeah, drop shipping is basically when you find a company, you find a merchant that you want to work with that has a products that you want to sell. And once you find those products, you're going to list them on your website. You're going to market the store, the products to your potential client. And then once you get an order, the merchant will fulfill it for you. So just another business model that's out there. It's becoming more popular and more popular. More people are going that route, especially as entrepreneurs that already have a 9 to 5. They don't have time to do packaging, going to the post office. I remember when I had to go through that, printing the label at home. Now it's easier to start where you can say, you know what? Only thing I have to do is find a company that I want to work with, list their products on my platform, and then they're going to do all the heavy lifting for me, and I'm going to do the marketing piece. So it's just another business model that's really popular right now.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So, sister, I really appreciate you for you
Thank you
being
for having me.
giving us this lecture, because this is the beginning of the year, ladies and men that are out here listening to us. It is the beginning of the year. This is just the second month of the year. So let's push it. Let's take it to the next level. Last year we was, fermenting, we was learning. So this year, let's really, really be serious about what we're doing, because time is limited and time is the essence. So do not let this year go by without you improving and taking your business to the next level. You got to come back.
I will come back when you invite me.
Yes, you got to come back and follow my sister here. Like I say, follow her if you have any questions. As of now, I don't see anybody that wants to, you know, have any Q&A. But if you have a desire in your heart to ask anything, the platform is open. It's going to be open. You could even, shoot me a question either by my phone number, those that have my phone numbers, or by my email, which is Hablandoconbelili at gmail.com. Or those that knows me, communicates with me, you can send me a message or follow Anika. She has a great platform. She has great information. She's the queen of Shopify. So get a consultation with her and she will guide you to the potential that you want to be at. So with that said, thank you so much, Anika.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your services and I wish you all the best. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I wish you all the best too. See you next time.
All right, sister. Thank you so much. Bye. So,
Bye.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the ending of our platform. We already have showcased business, marketing, and the digital world. So let's continue chopping. Let's continue, learning about our businesses. Let's continue doing what we need to do for growth. And not only that, let's continue teaching our children that it is important to work hard and make the best of life. So I'll see you next week. As you already know, we here Sundays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. And if you want to come and showcase, or you want to come and ask a commentary, or you just want to come and share your information with us, we are open. And this platform, we do host it in 3 languages. If you are Garifuna, you want to do a show in Garifuna, we're open to do that. If you want to do it in English, we are open also. And if you want to do it in Spanish, we do speak Spanish fluently, and we could make it happen. So, sisters and brothers, we love you so much. Thank you for your services, and thank you for your support. And don't forget that we already have the star line. So send us some stars so we could just continue growing in our platform. So this is Hablandoconbelili, your best friend. See you then. Bye bye, guys.